Hello, thank you for clicking on the video. I greatly appreciate that. If you found yourself enjoying this video, I do hope you hit that like button down below as it really helps push it with the YouTube algorithm. If you found yourself coming back to my channel fairly often, I hope you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified about my new videos and when I go live. Now, if you haven't seen my previous Outer Worlds video, you can check here. And if you haven't seen a couple of the previous videos, you can check out this playlist here. Now let's poof on in and play some of the Outer Worlds.
Have either of the assault cruisers?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league.
Okay. Because I know there is like a thing. Like somewheres.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go.
You mentioned groundbreakers outside the borders
That's right,
control.
dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will.
Who's Miss Junlei? We already
Chief
know who that
Junlei
is.
Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck deep in the ship guts by day, slap fighting with the board by night.
Seems capable of handling the board well enough. I've met her. I don't think she's up to the task. What's it like? What she's like? Back to my other questions.
Hold on. You already met her. What are you asking me about her for?
I'm curious what you think of her. I'm curious what
Bit
you think of her.
straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her.
Okay, back to
Go
my other
right
questions.
ahead, sweetheart.
What do you do here?
A little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I don't.
Gracious. I've got a love.
Ooh, maybe that's what this thing is talking about. Achieve cartilage.
Heard from the lasses down on 22.
Ah. Okay, that's probably the thing it was talking about was that that pistol.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
We got a lot in common, you and me. Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Okay, sure. What do you need? I suppose I've got a minute. Make it quick. Hold the thought. There's something else I want to discuss. Sure. What do you
I was
need?
thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
That's sweet. Can I help? Bringing her home to meet the family, huh? Bold move. I don't like the strangers in my personal space. That's sweet. Can I
I was
help?
kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease, and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days, and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for gas supplies.
Oh, easy enough. We could head straight over. Groundbreaker's got a lot of vendors. What are you thinking? You look fine, same as every day. Fine, whatever, I suppose. Easy enough. We can head
I mean,
straight
only
over.
if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. Because I want to come with.
Good work, Sam. Sam, I'm just
Thank you.
missing.
All cleaning tasks have been completed. Scheduling next round of cleaning to
Sam.
all SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
What do you say, Sam? You want me to help you clean up
Got
this colony?
stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
Okay. Did you learn your trade from your father? I think it's time to you move along. Did you learn your trade?
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the...
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. I don't see the humor. Reed seemed to have it in for you. You worked beside your father your whole life. Did your dad ever work on a spaceship? Let's talk about something else. I don't see you in
Being
here.
funny isn't odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you're actually really good at. But you actually are good at this, and you enjoy it. Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job? One aptitude test determines your whole life. But you're actually really good at this.
Good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater. You didn't like your classes. This has been an interesting, but I want to talk about something else. Okay.
Good to see you, boss.
So how'd you end up on the Groundbreaker? I think we,
I
how'd you
tell
end up
you?
on Groundbreaker?
I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Give me a straight answer, and then you were raised by a pack of sprats, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there. watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
You were a stowaway. At least you weren't obliged to anyone, anybody else. You were free. I have a hard time believing you were invisible to anybody. You were a stowaway.
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
How did you manage? That's how it is in the colony. It seems fair. You can't just live off other people's charity. This is how nobody gives a damn about you. How did you manage?
Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your difference like an adult, right? Oh boy, so you defended the honor of your team?
Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Former dock worker, anyway. That's all in the past now. I'm over it. And he's in recovery, probably.
If we have a disagreement, I expect you to be civilized. You couldn't have been diplomatic about it.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
I'm glad you're not wasting your life hauling boxes, please, Felix. If I hadn't picked you up, you'd probably be in a prison cell. You can thank me by not giving me any trouble. Thanks for the story.
Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Okay, I was gonna ask people things, but I'm a little bored with doing that, so we're gonna go and move on to the next place.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret hotel.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it. Blast, that's loud.
Ooh.
Hey, that's impressive.
Anything back here? Nope. Okay.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
What in tarnation is that? Hi, bypass. Okay. I've worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in how can but locations elude me. Dump the new associate There are two near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7%. At present, they're recovering a ship. Should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know. Okay.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Mop up melted pig. Reminder 14. Remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. Science weapons. Science weapons are unique weapons that have a strange and powerful effect. Science weapons damage and strengthen, and the strength of their effects both increases their science skills as your science skill. Sure, bottom line and fire rates are sky high.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Flash frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with Techniker of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death are very respectable, 6%. Bad news, difficult to acquire, limited quantities of compound likely produced by Aunt Cleo, recently discontinued due to server advice reactions. Severe artificial stasis successfully induced and crust pig specimen revivification completed. Crust pig tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. Treatment progress. Treatment failed. Brain tissue irreparable damage by rapid onset necrosis. Explosive cell death. Finished cleaning liquefied remains of crust taken from laboratory floor walls. Equipment. Fresh out of Aunt Cleo's experimenting with Spacer Choice partially elucified creamer substitute. Finished brewing, adding 2 ounces. Spacer's Choice. Atros. Felt part of self die on the inside. Reminder, add Spacer's Choice to the list. Buy more mouthwash. Have procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his service. I will be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he's a total buffoon. Okay. I'm not gonna read all this, guys. So I'm gonna scroll down for you guys to be able to read it at your willingness. So just pause it whenever you feel like you need to. I'm giving a few pauses here and there to kind of try and give it some time so you can read through it. And there we go. Spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of little chamber keeping you alive. This little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of the fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers waiting for
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival. Yeah, 28%.
Oh, let me try the shrink ray on this thing. 100 energy special effect weekend created by the this handheld device is capable of shrinking any living being. It is fired out on the bottom of the grip. Dr. Wells has personally signed the weapon and optimistically numbered it 001. This pig is unkillable. Wow. Okay, anything else for me?
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Okay, thank you. For what it's worth, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope. You could have asked me before shoving me into an escape pod. Any chance you could repair that monitoring device?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined, beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
That reminds me, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals.
I just wanted to talk to you about something else.
Of course. What's on your mind?
There's a bit of delay. There's some reason you're hiding behind that bulletproof glass. I've got a Novak key to Stellar Bay. Got a moment to talk?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Got the nav key.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram.
Okay.
I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Just tell me what to do. You sound like you've been to Monarch. Can't you just send him a message? Just tell me what you to do.
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss.
Okay.
Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
We'll be in touch. Ooh, level up. Okay. Break down weapons and armor. Have a 20% to extract the basic mod. Since items you repair will become pristine and increasing value and durability. Break down weapons and armor for a 10% chance to extract a rare mod. Okay. Okay. Dialogue skills. And companion ability cooldowns. Chance to reset a companion ability cooldown when using companion ability. TTD restored per kill. Silence weapon damage. Movement penalty to accuracy. Chance to reset companion ability. Critical hit. Movement speed during TTD. Bonus to extra headshot / weak spot damage. Consumable weight. Interactable highlight range. Vendor buying price. Base armor. Companion crit chance. Weapon armor durability loss. Additional ammo stock on vendors. Additional consumable and general stock on vendors. Recharge rate, damage when alone in party, tactical time dilation, base health, XP from companion kills. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one because we recently found, just got one where we didn't have the points for it, so I think it'll be useful to go ahead and keep that. Okay.
If you stop in the engine room,
Okay.
would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
I'm gonna go do this real quick so we can see.
Oh. Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
I think it's time for you to move along, Partov. Alright, it tells me to tell her to send him, but then there's not an option to send him, so I'm just assuming that that is... Would you like to spend 500 bits to refund all your skills and perk points? Cancel, no. Okay. Okay. Side quest, acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker, the logs of Hawthorne's terminal. Mentioned rumors of Groundbreaker, Glada shop. Yeah, I think this here is, that pistol that's in Glada shop for like $4 grand. So we're gonna come back to that one. Travel, Groundbreaker's backup communications relay went offline a while ago. Now there's a station primary relay. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Thank you for watching the video. I do hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.